Damn.
Yes, let me get a good sip of this air.
Okay. Hello, ladies, gentlemen, and everybody else. My name is Bones, accompanied by DevK and Ray. And
Hello.
our current guest for this episode, his name is Jasper. He's my boyfriend. Be nice to him or you're dead. And we are doing another 34th episode. We're doing the 34th episode.
We've done this before.
We've done it before!
Part 2 Electric Boogaloo, let's go!
Episode 34-2.
Careful what you search
Hi.
on the internet.
Thank you for having me!
You are not welcome. Die.
Well, it sounds like now you have to die.
Ah!
I missed all the evil cackling. I walked away for a time. What happened?
We've started the stream. Hi.
Hello.
Say hello to
Oh.
YouTube.
Hi, YouTube!
No. Hello,
I
YouTube.
cannot.
YouTube.
Susan was oh wait, no, it's not Susan Wazowski. Whatever that guy's name.
Mike Wazowski.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
It's past a minute and fuck! I can finally swear. Alright, so,
Shit
what topics are we starting with?
That's
Let's
a
really open up
very
with.
good. That's actually a good question.
I feel like
we
we
have-
should start off with...
We have like, oh my god, we have like 5 subjects to talk about. We could actually have more as we go on, but like,
Yeah.
Mhm.
there's 5 given ones that we're going to be talking about.
5 that are established beforehand. As you can tell, on this show, we are very good with forethought. I
We
said-
are good with forethought, but not good
Excellent.
with scripts. We do not have a script. Hang on, is that on the script?
They all share one brain cell. I've witnessed this firsthand.
You don't have a script?
What? You were supposed to have scripts?
My
What?
question.
I'm the fucker the show's named after, and I didn't even know.
You didn't check your fucking email.
Ah, shit.
What's an email?
The fuck is
email mail.
E?
It's in the game.
Alright, welcome to the show. We are... Okay, I think we
We
should
forgot
start...
the E's
I
in
think
the
we should
game.
start at the top and work our way down on the topics.
The topic.
What's at the top of the top topic?
Top of the topic list is State of AAA Games.
Oh.
Coughs in Lord of the Rings Gollum.
Oh no,
Pops
here
in
we
Splatoon
go.
3.
That is a very poor place to start.
Splatoon 3 came out like a while ago, though. It's not like a recent AAA game.
It's not recent, but it's still a memorable mention.
Honorable mention. It's still an honorable mention. It's good, but we're talking about
Better.
the way that a lot of modern recent AAA games have just gone down the shitter in terms of quality.
Would you like some examples?
Yes, please. My only
Absolutely.
example is Gollum.
You have Battlefield 2042. Gollum! Fucking Jedi Survivor. It's still not, by the way, not good. I like anime as much as the next guy, but goddamn.
How about
Still-
FNAF
No.
Security?
Stream up to 60 frames. Why do you run at 12?
Hold on, Jasper,
Hey,
we can
how
talk
about
What?
how about FNAF Security Breach?
Fair. Also,
I don't know.
That's
Also-
a heavy topic, though.
yeah. Also, what was up? You were trying to say?
I forgot. I was actually, I was going to mention Mass Effect Andromeda, but I wouldn't know if that was a AAA game or not.
I think it's one of the big Mass Effect games. I think it would probably classify as
It
AAA.
is. But it was like 1, 2, and 3 were good, but Andromeda kind of got thrown away.
Ah,
I didn't like Andromeda at all.
No one liked Andromeda.
another example. Big game
It's not-
companies.
Performed poorly. It just wasn't well written. Or really given that much attention to begin with.
Big
They
game
made sure it
companies-
ran and that's it.
Big game companies really just think they can make whatever the fuck they want, put as little effort into it as they want, and they can just get away with it. And the worst thing is that they
There's-
kind of can.
There's also like the people who actually play the games that push the developers. For example, Cyberpunk 2077.
Yeah! They fucking No Man's Sky the shit out of that game. It's still not done, but it's way better than when it launched. I can
Yeah.
see way too much experience.
I feel so bad for the devs of Cyberpunk. Like,
Yeah.
they got bashed when it was released too, and there's
Well, they
still
got
jokes
blamed
made.
for it.
Like, it's still getting bashed for how buggy it is, even though it's the people who were bashing its fault.
Oh god. How about wait? I have another game to throw in here too.
Uh-huh.
Not exactly. They rushed the release because they're like, oh, we've delayed it too many times. They just decided to release it even if it wasn't in any state to be out. So people, of course, lambasted them for it because that's what people do.
That being said, there are some games that are still not done, by the way, that should be bashed just because of the creators. Like, I'm talking Yandere Simulator.
Oh, yeah. I was actually right about to mention that, actually.
Yeah, Alex Mahan, i.e. Yandere Dev, deserves to be bashed for what he's doing. He is a
You should
horrifically
never,
problematic person.
I would like to mention, apologies for interrupting, but you should never, like, harass or send death
Yeah, no.
threats to a game dev or
No.
a
Even if
game
they're a bad
company.
person, they don't deserve death threats and harassment. That being
Exactly.
said, he definitely does deserve, like, a lot of, what was it? Would it be cancellation? No.
He
He just
tell
deserved
Miner
the shit he's
to-
getting.
Oh,
There's
how do
this
I say
nice
this?
old school word called criticism.
Yes,
Yes.
exactly. He deserves a lot of criticism. Also, maybe jail time because, like, he has gone on record in saying that he does not approve that the age of consent is a thing. So, maybe jail time should be upon the list of things that he deserves.
Didn't he also tell a miner to run a live for themselves?
I wouldn't be
because
surprised.
they
This
were,
is
like,
Alex Mahan.
totally-
Bruh.
He's done some pretty messed up shit. Like, I have zero sympathy for the guy. He is not a good person at all.
Pronounce his last name, but
Mahan.
Scott, you know the
Cawthon?
yeah.
Yeah, Cawthon's cool.
So he's
Is there?
actually put time and effort into his videos.
Yeah.
Not videos, sorry, games.
Video
And there was
games.
actually this YouTube video about it. Like
Mhm.
basically just a shit post. But it actually made a lot of perfect sense.
Was it by Kappa Kaiju?
I'm not sure who made it. I'd have
Because I
to
know
look.
Kappa Kaiju talked a lot about Yandere Dev's lack of commitment to finishing it, and just his general distaste for anyone who has criticism for him in the slightest.
Yeah. And also, apparently, as of late, Fiznom has been doing some pretty problematic shit.
Oh, the guy who was making
FNAF
Plus?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I actually heard a lot about that.
Uh-huh. Like, let's see, he was joking about someone receiving images of gore and death threats in their DMs.
Who was a miner, by the way.
Even worse.
And he had MDNI in his Twitter bio as well. Like, huh?
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
This is why I don't use Twitter.
Yeah.
I mean, I couldn't use Twitter anyway at this point because, fuck Elon Musk and X.
Oh
It's
no,
fucking-
you can't use Twitter at all anymore because it's X now. I'm gonna refuse to call it X, it's Twitter. It's fucking Twitter.
Wait, hang on. Think about it. If it's now called X, right? Then that means the domain of Twitter is up for grabs.
No, the actual...
I think it's still under their possession.
Yeah, they're just keeping the copyright.
Here's the thing. If it's called X now, then it's no longer called Twitter. And under
Yeah.
that particular specific thing, you renamed the company to X. It's no longer Twitter. Twitter is now up for grabs.
Not necessarily, because
The
There's
link
a
to the
thing-
website is still twitter.com.
that and also they're doing the same thing Apple does with anything that they copyright. They just kind of copyright shit, and then if you try to use it, they sue the shit out of you or send you DMCAs and tell you to stop trying to use it.
Like, they copyright it, and then they never use it, but they sit on it anyways, just so they can keep more money.
Hey,
Big companies fucking suck.
Speaking of big
Ties back
companies,
into our previous topic as well on the AAA games. Big game dev companies fucking suck.
Yeah. I
Activision-
would like to briefly mention Splatoon and like how it's kind of gone down. I would like to mention the
most
Splatoon storyline. It's good, but a really good mention is the DLCs that are coming out. One already came out several years ago. It's called Octo Expansion. Beautiful story writing, amazing lore.
Mhm.
And there's this DLC that's coming out for Splatoon 3 called Side Order. And basically for the final Splatfest of Splatoon 2, it was Chaos versus Order. Chaos won. So basically what I'm thinking is Side Order is going to kind of focus on if Order won. That's kind of just the general theory that I've been seeing. But anyway, the story modes, they're okay. They could be better, honestly. I do understand it was made for kids, but like at the same time, don't dumb it down.
I believe I'm a firm believer that content, even if made for kids, should still have effort put into it. Like Coco Melon and various other piece of shit bordering
Oh my
like,
god, I
Like
can't.
Baby Shark.
Baby Shark and shit like that. I think that kids' content, right,
It
no
should
matter
just be
what
controlled.
age it's made for, should at least have some modicum of effort and passion put into it. They're just
Like
setting up
Louis.
the future generations for fucking failure.
Yeah.
Louis is one of the good examples for handling things, mature topics, actually really, really well.
There are specific shows out there and various pieces of children's content that are still pretty good, but at the same time, most of what they're cranking out nowadays isn't content that's being produced. It's squalor that's being shat out just to make a quick buck using impressionable children. And quite frankly, it's deplorable.
Mhm. I'm really
Yeah.
glad I was raised on my little boy.
I was raised on Transformers. I had a good childhood. I have a Transformer on my fucking desk. His name is Kickback, and he's super fucking cool.
To drag
I mean, then again, I was also raised on the most traumatic shit like Akira, 9.
Oh, 9.
I love 9.
Bro, I watched 9 and
Beautiful.
Coraline like a fuck ton growing up. It was so good.
My parents got tired of me watching 9, so they hid the black box. It was so funny though.
We only ever
Cowards.
saw 9 a few times growing up in that household just because of the fact that it was never really on. That being said, we had a 3D DVD release of Coraline. The disc was somehow accidentally lost. I don't think it was an accident. I was obsessed with that movie for the longest. Hell, I currently am obsessed with the movie. If I go over to my bedside table...
I was about to say, you are just still obsessed with the movie.
Yeah, no, if I go to my bedside table right now, I literally have a replica of the key to the Beldam's realm on my bedside table.
And as soon as we hit Halloween, you're definitely going to be watching Coraline. We already know how this is gonna work.
Hell, I might fucking host a watch party of that.
Ooh,
I love that
I'd be
movie.
so down for that. We should also watch Nightmare Before Christmas, just because, you know.
Fair.
To drag the topic
It's tradition.
kicking and screaming back to where we started. Fucking to expand on the point of like big game companies just making whatever they want, getting away with it. It's kind of a yes and no because there's that majority of people that are like, okay, you're making absolute garbage. Why the fuck should we pay money and buy it when it doesn't release in a state that's playable, nor is it even a game that anyone should give attention to because it's just a cash grab? But there's also that people are just like, it's a game, I'll buy it and play it because it's from this company, even if it's not good, and I don't enjoy it.
Fucking company dick riders, honestly. I hate them so much. They're like
Like,
just 'cause they
then
buy this people means I love it.
You also have the people that like want the game to come out earlier and earlier, and because of that, sometimes the company actually pushes the developers into releasing the game early, and then you get shit like Sonic Frontiers.
Which is why I'm so scared for Risk of Rain Returns' development. I love that game. I love that franchise so much, but with the amount of pestering people are giving Hopu Studios, I'm genuinely scared they're going to be pressured by Gearbox to release an unfinished, unpolished game, and it's going to get panned for it for the fandom's own mistakes. I'm fucking terrified for that because I love Risk of Rain.
Gearbox has the thing about fucking video game publishers is they'll buy up a bunch of stuff and it will make them money, but they also won't continue to update or give it attention because, like, oh, we made our money. We don't have to keep updating it or giving a shit. Like, Gearbox has a slew of games that are under their belt, but they just don't give it attention or update it or push it or fix any bugs.
Reminds me of
like, We Happy Few. They published that. It is still it's still to this day extraordinarily
so
buggy, and they
optimized.
haven't done much to fix it. They're just like,
I
we
think
made the money,
good.
so we don't care.
What?
The story for We Happy Few is good though.
Oh yeah, no,
It
it's really
is.
well written. I love the voice acting, but as someone who's played it before, like owns a copy of the game and has played it, it has it is very unpolished and pretty poorly optimized. Looks aesthetically so good though. I love the grittiness of it.
Like, I'm not saying it's a bad game. It totally would have been a great game if the Gearbox didn't rush them, didn't have them hike the price up multiple times.
It was like
and then when
$70.
it came out, actually worked to make the game more playable, more of an enjoyable experience. It was totally playable. It just wasn't very comfortable to play when it is kind of too buggy.
It is.
Speaking about price though,
$60.
Jesus.
big companies should not be charging $60 to $70 for a half-assed game.
Yeah.
No, they should not. They should charge for what They should charge you for what you'd be getting in the game, which is why I like a lot of early access games. Gonna plug another game right quick called like Lunacid, for example, right? I got it for like $7. It's still for $7 right now, because it's incredibly early access. You're paying for what you're getting, an early access, unfinished game. That being said, I'd still heavily recommend it because it is just leaking and exuding so much style and lore. It's beautiful.
So much Kingsfield. Kingsfield is so much fun.
Kira has gone out on several occasions and said Kingsfield was a big inspiration of theirs for it, and it shows. It's a love letter to Kingsfield.
See, the thing that bothers me about companies putting games in early access is they're doing the whole thing of like, oh, early access, you can play it early, when the reality of what early access is supposed to be used for is for letting the public play test the game, and then they can send you like a report of any bugs that they found or discovered so you can patch them out. So I see just a lot of companies just using early access as a way to be like, oh, we can just rapidly update the fucking item shop and add a bunch of like microtransactions.
That brings me to another thing that I just remembered to rant about. Continue.
Yeah, also brings me to a thing as well.
I fucking hate when when companies release a game with an unfinished, unwritten story and then force you to buy 50 billion fucking DLCs just to finish the game. DLCs are optional content, not mandatory.
I can drop one specific title that's it's a very heated topic to say it, but fucking Destiny 2, are you joking? You removed all of the free story so you could make everyone have to spend $60 to $70
just to play the game.
Lightfall, a DLC that just eats up hard drive space. That's something else, by the way.
No, games like that force you to buy a shitty DLC just to be able to play the game beyond the fucking starting level. Really?
Okay, what outrages me about Destiny 2 even more is that they're taking some of the weapons out of the campaign that you're supposed to get for free. Mind you, you already paid $30 to $70 for, depending on the release of the DLC and which one it is. They shouldn't be able to take the guns out of those DLCs and put them behind more fucking paywalls. That is so fucking trashy.
Also,
like,
season passes. What the fuck are those about?
Season passes, I feel like fucking Fortnite started that, I swear.
We Happy Few apparently has one. Why?
It's We Happy Few!
The season pass contains all 3 pieces of future content for We Happy Few. It's... Or you're paying extra money for early content access! What the fuck?!
We Happy Few is done!
No. Get this.
That.
We Happy Few, $60. We Happy Few, Lightbearer, $8. What is this? Is it a DLC? Spinoff? What the fuck is this? It appears to be a DLC. So we have We Happy Few, $60. We Happy Few Lightbearer, $8. We Happy Few Season Pass, $20. We Happy Few We All Fall Down, $8. Probably another DLC. We Happy Few Digital Deluxe Edition, apparently around $30-ish. We Happy Few Soundtrack, $8. We Happy Few Roger and James in They Came From Below, $8.
See, that's just Gearbox doing the cash grab shit that pisses me off. It's like,
That doesn't need to all be separate. Just make it one big one and charge them like $20. So they basically get a whole other game on top of the game they're already playing. Like, dude, that doesn't all need to be separate. Holy shit. Just combine it all into one. Don't do this. It doesn't. That is so unnecessary. If you want to make a fucking sequel, then make a fucking sequel.
Also,
Don't separate little bits and pieces and make people pay stupid prices for it.
The only reason We Happy Few Digital Deluxe Edition doesn't cost that much for me specifically is because I have the base game. So add $60 to that $27.98 price tag, and that's what you've got to deal with.
An honorable mention that I would like to point out is FNAF Ruin. It's basically just a whole nother game, and it's free. That's what studios should be doing.
It came out. It was a game, had a full story, yada yada yada, and then the DLC, a free DLC, mind you, full second campaign. That's a good DLC right there. You get more than.
Also, the storytelling from Ruin is just amazing.
I've heard it's actually really good.
It's amazing. I actually watched Markiplier play it.
I still need to watch it.
It is honestly really amazing. I feel so bad for some of the characters, but I'm not going to spoil anything.
I feel bad for the developers of a lot of big games.
Honestly.
Yeah. To jump back to...
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Aren't developers and story writers for video games also joining the writer's strike as well?
They should be.
I believe so, actually, yeah. I'm pretty sure some have started already. Anyway, to jump back onto a big company, and I don't know, it's gonna make some people mad because people love Nintendo. People love Nintendo, and I don't get why. Nintendo doesn't love you. They don't care. They want your money, dude. Like,
Nintendo.
What the fuck?
Nintendo's not reaching out to take your hand. Nintendo's reaching past your hand into your pocket to grab your wallet and yank it out.
Also, emulating is not pirating.
The way I see it, right, is Nintendo shouldn't piss their fucking pants over someone emulating a game that they stopped production and support of decades ago. Looking at you, Majora's Mask.
Yes.
They stopped selling it decades ago. I don't even think they sell the 3DS version anymore. I should be allowed to emulate the game and play it on my device. Since they're not trying to make money off of it anymore, I should at least get to have some fun for free.
If you still sell the game, like if Nintendo were to still sell the games, for example, Super Mario Galaxy 2, stuff like that, holy shit, they'd be making bank.
Yeah.
But right now, because of what they're doing, with like canceling old games, not selling them anymore, what they're doing is just inhibiting themselves.
Yeah,
they're just making themselves worse.
Especially due to the fact that, get this, right? Because of that type of shit, they're losing out on the money because people are just going to emulate the game instead. And it's not piracy either, because again, they're not supporting it or selling it anymore. If they were selling it and people were emulating it, yeah, it would be piracy. But it's not, because
I feel like ports should also be a bigger thing. Like, a lot of people have actually been talking about this, but Tomodachi Life. A lot of people want Tomodachi Life to come to the Nintendo Switch, and Nintendo won't listen.
Nintendo doesn't
it's really
listen to
frustrating.
Their fans. There's nothing you can do about it because Nintendo doesn't care. They
only
care about money in their pockets.
You know what else Nintendo does that also kind of gives me, like, it just kind of pisses me off? Every once in a while, you'll see it, you're kind of like, you know, like Super Mario games? And it's like you have like new Super Mario Bros. For the Wii and stuff like that.
Oh my god,
it's like almost every once in a while, they'll copy and paste everything from like a previous Super Mario game, put it into a new one, and then slap one change onto it and say, hey, it's a new game.
Yes. Also, an example of good DLC stuff again, right? Dead Cells. I just stumbled across a Dead Cells DLC. Dead Cells is a really good game. And they added an entire area, or several areas in a DLC that's like, how much money? How much money is it? $5. Toss them $5, you get a whole bunch of new areas and new content for the game. That's good. I like that.
Games like Dead Cells and Risk of Rain are games I have on my Steam Deck. So like, if I'm in a long car ride, I can sit there and just play Dead Cells for like fucking hours. And
Yeah,
I bought it
roguelikes
with
are
the
cool.
DLC, I almost didn't even notice that I paid like $5 more for it because I
Uh-huh.
didn't care because I've more than gotten my money's worth out of the game, and I still fucking play it. It's great. I don't know.
Honestly.
DLCs don't need to be that expensive. Something else that pisses me off,
Mhm.
basically not condensing files so the game takes up as much space as possible on your hard drive makes me fucking enraged because it's like one of my childhood games growing up is quite big and quite long. Splinter Cell. That game is 4-5 gigabytes max. And
Also-
a game like that released today would be like fucking 109 gigabytes or some shit. Like,
Yeah.
I shouldn't have to sacrifice my entire hard drive to play one game.
Games lately have been so poorly optimized that I have not been able to play any AAA titles since it started.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Also,
the titles are banging these days, though.
Yeah. Also, I've been kind of keeping track of some topics that I wanted to talk about, but we ended up talking beyond.
Shit.
Um,
There's an issue. I'm gonna switch my internet connection. The stream may go down for a little bit. One moment. Let's play. Okay, there we go. So yeah, one moment.
I have 2 more topics to talk about.
What are they?
It involves the paywalls topic and the early access topic.
Oh, yeah.
One sec. I gotta shut my windows. Continue though.
For the paywalls topic, Warframe.
Oh my god.
Star on the Warframe paywalls.
I have so many grievances with Warframe at this point. Neb has started calling me out for just being negative every time I play the game. But it's like, it's not fun to play when all I'm doing is sitting there doing the same fucking mission over and over and over again so I can level up a weapon. Ooh, level up the new Warframe that you got for free because you play on PC. Screw anyone who plays on console.
Yeah.
Also,
No, fuck the console players.
The hell's a free Warframe?
Steinex.
Yeah.
He came free if you played on PC.
Uh-huh.
If you played on console, you got to have him for a week, and then they're like, "Oh, say goodbye."
So
God.
Frame is leaving.
we love Steinex though. He is genuinely a
Yeah.
fun frame. He's fun. He's a lot of spears. He can fly sometimes.
I have played Styanax on the Duviri Paradox.
Yeah.
That is fun.
Yeah.
I love what Duviri brought to the scene of it gives you an opportunity to play Warframes that you may have never played before. And it gives you an
Yeah.
opportunity to like try them out and see if you would actually enjoy them so you don't have to like grind to get them and then realize just how disappointing they really are.
Yeah.
So the unfortunate thing about Warframe is that they kind of stunt themselves by how much shit they put behind pay. Like,
Yeah.
you get your 3
Cosmetics.
starters, and those 3 starters are okay. Well, that's the thing. They try to like tide you over with cosmetics that are free, but it's like, you ever so often give players a new cosmetic that looks like okay-ish, but then they go up next to somebody who paid like fucking $20 and they have like
it's more than
absolutely fantastic. Well, I'm trying to be somewhat generous considering I've spent like 3,000 hours on this fucking game. Like, you can't. I don't think that's enough to tide anyone over, especially when there's so much cool stuff you put behind a
Yeah.
paywall.
Here's another thing.
Go ahead.
They put the fucking starter color pack behind a paywall.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the basic color pack is like, no, you don't get it. Bullshit.
If for a holiday,
You have to pay
get a-
for colors?
You have to pay
Yes!
to change
Yeah.
your outfit. Yeah, no. Welcome to Warframe.
Why?
The worst thing,
because
right?
they don't love you unless it's Pride Month, and then you get a free color palette.
No, it's
because,
not free.
Anytime-
giving you the starter is
Anytime it's a holiday, it like they put out like a color pack that's like 1 credit. You know,
Yeah, no,
like,
nothing's ever free. They're 1 credit, which is just
It's like you have credits. The main color pack should not be locked behind actual money. It should be locked behind credits if you're going
Yeah.
to be putting it on a paywall.
You know what it should be,
Yes.
right? It should be locked behind like 5,000 credits to make the player have at least a slight sense of work for it, but have it like actually attainable for new players. Like make new players feel like they're working to look cool, and not force them to pay real money to look cool.
As a more recent Warframe player, like I played, I'm pretty sure directly before Duviri came out.
You got into it like just before Duviri dropped, yeah. So you got to witness how buggy it was.
Yeah, I did flip out of the map.
Dude, I find it hilarious that you only witnessed the half of how buggy Warframe was.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot better from what I keep hearing. But like I still every once in a while still clip out of like the map. One of them was I got clipped outside of the map, and I was like on the outside of a tube stuck on my Arcwing in like the water. And then, like, Bones, I remember this specifically. You went over to where I was at. There was no possible way I could have got back. They need, like, the ability to, like, if you get stuck outside of the area, you should be able to teleport back to spawn.
Oh, that would be so good. Like, bug detection. Like, the game notices that there, like, some kind of an error has occurred and you've clipped through the map. And then it like, detects it and then gives you like a button maybe in your pause menu or something, or even directly in front of your face. It's like, hey, respawn.
Yeah.
That would make... Because I'm going to be honest, I've had to bail out of more than one mission just because I got clipped into the wall so bad that I couldn't complete it. And I've completed missions completely bugged out of my mind before. Not fun.
I high-fived you through the wall.
Yeah, you did. Oh, I remember that. We were underwater and like with the Arcwings and shit.
Yeah, the high five ability should put you back into a spot where you can go, where it's like there's actually solid ground.
It should put you where ground is, and it's just like
right
back where you get the emote from.
Then again, here's the problem. If you're on an Arcwing, technically it puts you back in space instead of where ground is. So if you're on an Arcwing and then you do a high five or whatever, it should put you like. If it detects that you're outside of the bounds whenever you do a high five, it should put you back in. You know what I mean? And it's like, you have the paywall again for like colors. You also have paywall for like little cosmetic items. Like there are so many cosmetic items in Warframe, but at some point you gotta realize it's not worth spending $200 on every cosmetic.
I regret to mention the fact that I have spent probably at least over $1,000 in this game now.
I don't want to know what my number is. I'm gonna be honest. I don't want to know.
Saw the amount of, I know it's at least over 1,000 for both of us, each.
As a free.
I know for a fact I'm well over 5K.
I'm a free to play.
Yeah.
Not even joking.
Also, Jasper?
Hi, I just wanted to point out another thing that's like stuck behind like a lot of paywalls. This 4.
What?
There are so many DLCs and downloadable things for that it costs well over $1,000.
Wait, for
if
what?
you want the entire game with these DLCs and all.
Which game?
Sims 4.
Oh. Yeah, I'm...
So
Sims 4 is irrelevant in this day and age. People... Why do people unironically play The Sims? I will never understand that.
I gotta ask my brother because he plays The Sims 4 unironically. Like, he just enjoys it. I don't get it. Man. I feel like you're watching an ant farm, and I don't really care for ants.
No, it wouldn't be an
I don't really understand the idea of watching ant farms.
It wouldn't be an ant farm because ants are actually smart.
I think the thing that people like about The Sims is that you could have like a swimming pool and then remove the ladder so everybody drowns.
That's the only shit I do in that game. I have Sims 4, I'm just never gonna touch it. I got it for free.
I will never acquire Sims 4, I'm not interested.
I want to play it.
Okay,
I'm the odd one out.
Sims
it's
4
the one...
free on Steam.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's free or how much it is. If someone were to gift it to me or someone were to offer me to play it, I would turn it down.
Hell, if someone were to pay you to play it, you would turn it down.
If someone were to pay me like $1,000 to play Sims 4, I'd tell them to fuck off.
Honestly.
Do you guys want to move on to our next topic, or?
Yeah.
I still have one.
Oh, what's up?
Okay, hit yours.
Because I previously mentioned I obviously wanted to talk about Warframe, and then I still had one.
Yeah.
It was on the early access topic.
Yeah. All right.
Ultra Kill.
Ultra Kill. Amazing example of an early access game.
Yes.
It
is early access. You can play it right now. I highly recommend it.
I will tell you the price, actually. I'm on Steam right now.
Isn't it less than $10, or is it more than 10?
It is currently $24.99. The price keeps increasing as the game gets updated. When I got it, it was only $20, and when another friend of mine got it, it was $21. So the price is increasing with each major update.
And it goes on sale constantly. So
it goes on sale all the time. While it's still cheap, I'd recommend snagging it. It is a fun, adrenaline-packed, stylish experience, and the fandom is...
all right.
They're weird.
Primarily boys.
Primarily femboys. But it's a good fandom. They're fun people to talk to.
Good fandom. You have like actual good game and stuff like there. With the early access for Ultra Kill and stuff like that, people still kind of like don't understand that early access means early access.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like whenever they look at Ultra Kill, if they don't understand that it's early access, they're like, well, like, how do I put it? Because obviously there's like a lot of good, like, there's a lot of people that play it, not knowing that it's like early access or anything like that, and it's like,
yeah,
they eventually find out that it's like early access, and it's like, well, when this gets like more updated, yeah, I'll definitely check it out later. And it's like, oh, that's cool. And then you also have like the dingweeds that look at it, go early access, and go, oh, I don't want to play it.
yeah. Just shunning a game just because it's an early access is missing out on an amazing opportunity in a lot of cases. Example: shunning Ultra Kill or even Lunacid for being early access. I tried to recommend Lunacid to people, right?
Yeah.
And they were like, looks okay, but I'm gonna wait until it's done before I play it. It's like, you're missing out on an amazing immersive experience in a beautifully written yet sorrowful and eldritch world, i.e. Lunacid, because you don't want to play an early access game because you don't really like how the UI looks all that much.
Okay,
Yeah.
to be fair though, they're still gonna get that immersive experience. It's just gonna be fully complete. They don't get to experience it along with everyone else.
They're gonna get it at a more expensive price for no reason.
The earlier you jump onto the bandwagon, like if it's like lore based or anything like that, the earlier you jump onto a bandwagon, the less spoilers you have.
Even better if the early access game in question already has a demo like Ultra Kill.
Also, there's another game that's early access that has a demo.
Reaver.
I was about to say Coma's Harmony, but yeah, Reaver.
Coma's Harmony or Reaver.
I recommend Coma's Harmony.
I don't think you've even played Coma's Harmony.
I can still recommend it!
I've played it.
Yeah.
I'm not good at it. I've played it. I'm not good at it, but I recommend it.
It could be better, and that's why you also have early access. So you can actually talk to the developers, give them information they need to fix the games. That's why there's early access.
That's why
you also have early access. You also have early access so people can actually like start getting used to the game. And then on top of that, you could actually like you have gameplay. You have the ability to like kind of work with the developers. It's like you have early access at your fingertips.
Yeah.
Denying early access is really stupid because it's like if you go into a game and it's early access, you say something to the developers, they could fix it. If you don't say anything to the developers, and then it's like full release or whatever, and then you still have like an issue with it, that's your own fucking fault.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you have a bug, example, right? The cursor and control, like the cursor and stuff, went all weird, so I reported the bug. It was a Lunacid, I think. The cursor went all weird, and I filed a bug report. And then the next update, that bug wasn't there. A good game developer takes a bug report, listens to it, and actually follows through. I'm gonna drink my first of the second energy drinks tonight. Or first of my 2 energy drinks tonight.
Yeah,
Somebody
also
says,
with...
an elixir a day keeps the curse at bay.
Yeah, that's another thing. We do need to catch up on that.
Yeah, after the cast's over.
Sorry,
and
chat.
finish.
I will have
What?
to be right back.
Alrighty.
Mom's in my room.
Alrighty.
And then also on the topic of Coleman's Harmony, definitely play it. Let the developer know about like any bugs or anything about it. Yeah, there's so far one developer on there.
That's fair. There's like one developer working on my own game, Full Dark, as well.
Yeah. Coleman's Harmony
my own
has
choice.
essentially, it has one developer, but it's eventually going to be ported over to 3D. I'm actually working on the 3D like right now-ish. I'm still trying to work out the W bug.
W don't work forward. Why pain?
That was like how long was that? 3 hours of me trying to code in the ability to move forward with W.
3 hours.
I
W
still didn't get it.
I remember that.
Yeah, definitely, like, if you play Coleman's Harmony, let me know on the bugs and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I will fucking fix it.
Oh, hey, I got a bug for the 3D update. W key doesn't work. Nor does anything,
God.
really.
Damn it.
Gonna make
God.
DevK code in on Boston.
God,
just
the game
kill
is so
phones.
buggy it doesn't exist. Fuck.
I swear, you're gonna put a naming Easter egg to where I put in the name Bones for something, like for the save file, and it just insta-kills me when I spawn. Like the game over screen just says, "How does your W key work now, bitch?"
You put in the name Bones and your W key just simply
Hi,
doesn't
Ted, I'm
work.
back.
Oh, welcome back.
Thank you.
Welcome back.
I'm willfully the only developer for Full Dark. Like, I'm willingly that, just simply because of the fact that it's like whenever I make a project, I don't trust anybody else with it. Like, I'm very much like, this is my project, my thing, mine. Nobody else touch it. If you touch it, I'm going to explode you with my mind.
Yeah, and then I gave you idea.
Mm-hmm.
To be fair, in defense of people who don't want to play early access stuff, there has been games that have been in early access that are just
Bitcoin mining.
just burned people off of wanting to play anything that has the stamp of early access on it.
Mm-hmm.
There are people who genuinely don't trust early access stuff because they don't know if it's actually going to be worth their time or not, or give them a virus.
I just accidentally stumbled across a game called Deadbolt. It's made by Hopu Studios, or Hopu Games.
Anyway.
Here's another thing about Coleman's Harmony before we completely move on from it. Another thing about Coleman's Harmony, there has obviously been like a lot of help with helping me like get to the point where I could actually have it available to play.
Mm-hmm.
And I absolutely want to thank the person, like one of the main people that actually helped me get there.
Mm-hmm.
Daya. Also known as the Diamond Storm. You can find him on YouTube.
Hey, I know
He's
that guy.
actually pretty cool.
But I'm not sure if he's streaming.
Imagine you just divert our one viewer to someone else's stream. Oh, we have a viewer. Oh, never
It's
mind.
me. I'm sorry.
Sorry about that.
Oh, it is you?
Anyway.
It's me.
I thought it was me, because I also have the stream pulled up. Because that's why I went like, ugh, never mind. Because I thought it was just me.
But yeah.
I'll watch your stream.
There has obviously been help behind the scenes and stuff like that. And it's like, I don't like the current version of Coleman's Harmony. Like 0.5.1, I don't like that. I also don't like 0.5.2. Mm-hmm. 0.5.2 is not even out yet, and it's currently in beta. But like, Jesus fucking Christ, I don't like Coleman's Harmony at this point. If it was in 3D, I might like it better.
That's fair. I'm genuinely worried about making Full Dark a good game. To explain, it's Silent Hill style horror game, inspired by games like Slightly Lunacid, mostly Lost in Vivo, which are both by Akuma Kira. They're a great game developer. Check them out. They made Spooky Jump Scare Mansion, so you may have already played one of their games. since Spookies is free. Yeah, the regular game's free. Just play it.
And drop
You might have actually seen gameplay of it by like PewDiePie or someone like that.
YouTubers have played it.
Yeah, big
Yeah.
YouTubers, like even Markiplier's played it. Except for the fact that he kind of abandoned the series and stopped playing it completely and never touched it again.
Hey, where have I heard that before?
His
Ultra
Ultra
Kill?
Kill? Yeah. No, he made a video on Ultra Kill and he's like, yeah, I fucking love this game. I'm gonna keep playing it. I'm gonna play it more later. He never touched
He
it
did the
again.
same thing to Warframe. To
He
be
did the
fair, he's
same-
also extraordinarily busy. He does a lot of shit.
No,
Yeah.
not bashing Markiplier. He's a great content creator who does great things. He just happens to also be very busy.
Yeah.
I mean, his Amnesia
There's also-
Rebirth playthrough that also got canceled makes sense because he lost his save file because of a massive bug.
Yeah.
That makes
You also have Markiplier's movie coming out. Whenever that comes out, Iron Blood.
Iron Lung. I thought it was
Watch
Iron
I
Lung.
am 100%.
Or Iron Lung, yeah, Iron Lung. Fuck. Yeah, Iron Lung. Watch.
It's cool as fuck that a New Blood Games developer's game is getting fucking picked up by Markiplier and made into a live-action movie.
Wait, that's New Blood?
Yeah, well, the developer works with New Blood a lot. He made Dusk.
Uh-huh.
It's Dusk Dev that did it.
Gotcha.
He made Iron Lung.
Ah.
Which makes me want to play Iron Lung because Dusk was really fun.
Yeah, definitely watch the movie whenever it comes out. Give Markiplier absolutely, give Markiplier attention.
Yes, positive attention. He's a solid content creator. He's a super fucking wholesome dude. Just honestly fun content he produces.
Pride for his fans. He deserves, like, literally all of his fan base.
Yeah, no. He's
Yeah.
an unfortunately rare example of a content creator who worked their ass off and actually got their fan base, like, honestly.
Yeah.
Another content creator like that who actually makes shorts content. Let me look up his channel right quick.
Oh, that should be another topic. I don't like YouTube Shorts.
I
The ripoff of TikTok, and not even TikTok is good anymore.
TikTok was good.
Don't even like TikTok.
Yeah, so I found the channel. His name is Dano Cal Drawings or at Dano Draws. He makes content just to entertain and to try to spread joy to people, just for fun. He talks about random shit on his shorts. He's just a fun content creator who, like, actually just tries to make people laugh and happy. And that's just an admirable thing, and I respect that.
There's this guy that I'm subscribed to. His name is Cub Scouts. He's really popular for his Yandere Sim playthroughs, but he's actually really chill and deserves more subscribers than he has.
There's this one content
There is a
creator,
lot.
they're a voice actor, actually. Their name is Bones, at Bones4127 on YouTube. They deserve a lot more subscribers than they
Well, that's one way to do self-promo.
Also, since we're on the topic of YouTube and YouTube Shorts and stuff, I guess we're skipping the superhero movies topic straight to reaction content. We'll find a segue there. We'll find a segue from there.
Oh, I already know the segue. We could use it. We'll use it later. I'll put it in the chat so you can see what my segue is going to be.
Since we're already on the topic of like content creation and YouTube and stuff, we should move on to Ray's idea, which is reaction content on YouTube and how not to make it siphon a views from the original. Which reminds me of a small rant I have. I'm sick and fucking tired of people uploading content that's just them staring at a video, blank-eyed, fucking glazed-over expression, and going, "Oh wow, did he just do that?"
Have you guys
Yeah,
been
there's-
seeing Jackson's tirade against Sniper Wolf? It is both
There's a-
hilarious and a little disturbing to watch someone who's so wholesome be so aggro. Like,
What did it? I
he's-
haven't seen it
Sniper
yet.
Wolf
Going
deserves
at
it,
them.
though.
They do.
Yet another reaction YouTuber. I don't watch her
They
content.
sit there
never
and
will.
just say what they're watching just a little bit louder than the person in the video.
You know what else is kind of bad?
Hmm.
The fucking reaction people that it's like they just sit on a fucking couch,
Mhm.
right? And it's like you have like 3 or like a few hundred of them or however many, and then it's like you just see their reaction but not the fucking show or absolutely anything. And it's like you don't even have audio from it. You just have them.
Yeah, and it's I have seen, right? so many YouTube shorts, just scrolling through the Shorts app just for funsies, right? Just looking around, seeing what was going on. Like 3 times in a row, I just saw someone's like the bottom half of the screen was someone staring blank-eyed into something. Not a fucking word, mind you. I am getting very worked up. Not a word escaped their mouth. Their expression was static the whole time. You could only tell it was a video, like an actual video, because you could see the person fucking breathing and see the video reflected in the person's glazed over eyes. 3 in a row of those videos, right? Different people milking other people's content for views.
That's why I don't no! I mean, I already don't like Hassan Piker, and I also don't like XQC, because XQC is a fucking idiot. He's sometimes funny just because he talks really fast and says absolute fucking nonsense, which makes him sometimes funny. But sometimes it's just like, you're just straight up stealing other people's content and sitting there watching it and then uploading it to your YouTube channel. Like, Hassan is the biggest perpetrator of doing that.
Sorry, I had spilled an energy drink on myself, which is why I shouted in the middle of you talking. Apologies.
No, you're good. But
My
honestly,
elixir.
like, Hassan has straight up put on a video, gotten up, and literally just walked out of the fucking room. Like,
That's just
it
content theft.
genuinely pisses me off. You're
You're
straight up
not
just
even
uploading someone
watching.
else's content to your YouTube channel. And it's like, that is fucking sad.
There's a lot of things that are constantly being re-uploaded. For example, you have like Owl House that was being re-uploaded. It's like
It's
at
already
the time.
free.
Well, originally all you had to do is like get on like a TV with like your TV program, look at it. But like with, for example, Owl Club,
Yeah.
you could watch it, and it's like whenever it's like before I knew about it, it was just like you had to go find YouTube or anything like that, and it's like people would upload the episode in like different segments, and it's like, yay. But whenever they upload the whole fucking thing, obviously that's kind of like taking away from wherever the fuck. But at the same time, you're actually getting it more views. But the problem relies upon the fact that if you're just uploading the whole thing without like some form of change, I have seen a lot of people where it's like they upload. It's like put something else on the screen too. Just don't block the whole fucking screen. Just kind of like move and shrink it a little bit, I guess.
Yeah.
So it's like, put something else in there. That way it's like, it's not just a complete re-upload, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like,
And don't smack your fucking face just in the bottom corner pretending to be a reaction content. Reaction content is... It's in the fucking name. React to the goddamn thing you're watching. Don't just stare glazed-eyed looking like a fucking corpse at it.
Yeah.
have input.
Have a reaction. It's called reaction content for a fucking reason. People shouldn't be watching for you staring bleary-eyed into something. They should be watching for your reactions.
Exactly.
See, what's funny is that I also debate that even sitting there and saying stuff along while you watch it is also debatably not as, like, transformative as even it maybe should be.
It's not as transformative as, say, commentary on something.
Ooh,
Yeah.
talking about commentary, can I bring up a topic that we can talk about, maybe?
Perhaps. Drop
Commentary channels.
Oh my god. They died in 2016.
No.
When Leafy got absolutely...
It's still alive and kicking, especially with the art community.
To explain, it's... The genre as a whole died, and then got the genre as a whole died, but it was infected with a parasitic thing that's proceeding to continue puppeteering its corpse around like a little greeble. And it's just still going like... I'm still alive, I'm still content. And it pisses me off.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing about commentary, though. It's like, you're not saying anything informative. You're kind of just sitting there making fun of their appearance. That's not being informative or being helpful.
Okay.
Like, there's a way to
A
take
good
a jab at
commentary
somebody
channel.
and do it.
A good commentary that I actually watch a lot. Both of them actually. Definitely Bored Oranges and Harley TVS. They talk more about drama than anything, but it's like, it's kind of something you can put on in the background, draw, maybe make music.
You had me at music.
like when it's covered correctly, it can be something that I do enjoy to watch. But when it's just like you're sitting there, I'm just gonna make fun of the way they look because I don't know. I don't actually have anything informative or any input to add. So I'm just gonna make fun of them, and that's the entire video. It's like, well, then shut the fuck up.
Commentary creators piss me off. There are some really good documentarian channels out there, though, like documentary type channels. What a really, really good one I would definitely recommend, Brandon FM. He puts like hours upon hours into each video, does his research. Hell, sometimes he even goes into the field that he's talking about for that video to get some actual first-hand experience and information about it. And it's
like when he covered the VR chat cult.
Like when he covered the VR chat cult, how he infiltrated it. That was
nuts. That was fucking wild. Dude.
Amazing content.
Send me the link to that.
I will. I actually have the link saved.
That's just a video I genuinely just go back and rewatch. Like it's such a well-produced video. Like Jesus Christ.
It's phenomenal content all around.
Like there's again, I think there is a good way to do commentary, but like just straight up just insulting their appearance and not informing people what they did and stuff is like a thing all on its own.
I feel like that's trashy behavior.
What is?
Commenting and making fun of somebody's appearance.
Yeah, making that your entire content brand is making fun of someone's appearance, their voice, and how they hold themselves.
That's just like, that's really shitty behavior, and I hope your mother raised you better than that, you know?
Yeah.
I
feel like just experiencing other people, you would just learn to not treat people like that.
The way I see
it makes me so angry, too, because a lot of people are, like, just very angry and upset about how they look. Anyway, continue, Bones.
The way I see it is that that's just fatherless behavior.
I wouldn't even say heartless.
Heartless.
I don't want to. I really just don't want to be mean here, but fatherless behavior, that's kind of an overused term and actually, like, hurtful.
I'm using a term they use on people against themselves, though.
I understand that, but it's maybe not the best term to use.
Fair.
Like, debatably, that's just being a heartless asshole. Like, you have nothing nice, nothing important to add. You're not saying anything interesting or new that hasn't been covered by people who just do documentary stuff. Like,
you're not adding anything.
Who just go after people who have done absolutely nothing.
You're
they
not
just
adding
existed and
anything
thought it'd be
to
funny to make fun of
but
them.
Negativity and insults based on groundless things, fucking insults just to their appearance. Look, insulting someone's one thing, right? But insulting someone's appearance is just kind of low-hanging fruit. It's not adding anything. It's not an actual fucking insult, and just kind of hurts and doesn't really make those people feel better about themselves to insult others' appearances, genuinely? Make them feel better about their own appearances, perhaps? I could go off on some supervillain-ish rant about just how stupid people like that are.
Those people...
Oh, go ahead.
The people that usually insult other people's appearances are typically, from my experience, are narcissists.
Yeah.
Yeah. An example of, like, people just going at people who've done nothing. What's that one TikToker's name? They basically fucking quit because of the way people just fucking went after them for just existing. They were very, like, they're very obnoxious, and it wasn't, and super hyper, but it really wasn't my thing. It wasn't a lot of people's thing, but, like, I don't think it's fair to fucking go after somebody. I actually can direct you to exactly where you can find it, but you're not gonna like it.
Where?
Oh no.
Shitty YT made a fucking video about them like a few days ago.
I'm not checking that out. I'm not.
Who?
Shitty piss baby. It's I can't remember what their fucking name is, and it kind of bothers me because it's like, I don't know, their content was never my thing, but it's not fair.
Are you talking about like the PNG tuber, or are you talking about someone else?
Not PNG tuber.
Was it Jelly Bean?
However,
Oh,
that's
no, never mind.
no, it's not. They're
Is it
very
somebody we
similar
know
to-
personally?
No. It's just something that I remember seeing that I was like, that is so fucked up and unfair for everyone to just go after them. Absolutely, like, there is literally no fucking reason to go and like brigade people's content and send your fan base to get them flagged and banned off of all their platforms because you didn't like the way they talked and sounded. It'd take me a second, but I
It's
could
annoying.
find a clip from the thing. I need to... Give me a second. Hold on.
Also, as far as the comment goes of the shitty YT thing, I am currently not exactly on negative terms with them because it's like, I'm pretty sure it just kind of like ended. So it's like, I don't have to mess with them, they don't have to mess with me, so it's just kind of, I'm just kind of not worried about it.
Fair.
Not gonna insult them as long as they don't insult me, so it's kind of a stalemate, I guess.
What topic should we talk about
Good
now?
question.
I could make this, I could finally make the segue into the superhero movie.
Hit the segue.
It was essentially, the segue was originally going to be along the lines of like re-uploading things. For example, like like Adult Swim recently made, I'm pretty sure it was Adult Swim, recently made or published a Superman thing.
Mhm.
And it's like, it's just constantly being re-uploaded onto YouTube by like several different channels and
Is it
stuff
the,
like that. And then,
Is the Superman show that has like Lois Lane with the short hair?
yeah. Everyone's comparing Lois there, or yeah, they're comparing them to Luce from Owl House, and it's kind of funny.
No, I think of it kinda.
And it's like you have people uploading that Superman show on YouTube, but here's the thing: they put like really weird thumbnails and shit on there.
Mm-hmm.
It's like inflating, I don't know, Superman's butt or some shit.
Oh, you haven't even seen the worst of it? Because if you think the thumbnails of those are bad, just wait until you see the content in any YouTube short. YouTube Shorts
Yeah.
is a feral, outlandish, untamed platform. What's cool though is that there are actually several content creators that are like making good content and stuff. And they're doing
Yeah.
like fun collaborative shit that's like an ARG right now, and it's like actually kind of cool.
Yeah.
So there are at least some good content creators on there that aren't just reposted Family Guy clips with fucking shitty mobile games on them.
Yeah,
Even though there
but like,
are hundreds of those.
again, with like the Superman thing, it's like you have the Superman being uploaded, it's like inflating Superman's butt or whatever for the fucking thumbnail,
Mhm.
which does kind of lead, this is where I want the segue to go, to superhero movies. You remember She-Hulk?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Nobody wants to see, like, on a fucking Marvel movie, of all things, nobody wants to see characters twerking. Nobody.
Correct, I agree.
Nobody needed that.
The world didn't need that. Just leave it to the Rule 34 artists, please. Don't try to do it yourself, Marvel. No, thank you. Double and give it to the next person.
It's like, but it's like you have, it's like in the modern Marvel stuff, it's gotten to the point where it's like I'm not interested in watching Marvel movies anymore.
Yeah. They really fucking fell off after Endgame. Which
Yeah.
is weird. Not- Not that weird.
Endgame felt like an ending.
Yeah.
Because, well,
Endgame
Endgame.
was an ending.
Yeah.
It was so good.
Also, I found a picture of the person I was trying to remember the name of.
Then you also have like the passing of the torch kind of whatever stuff. for like more Marvel shit and all this sort of stuff. Then you have the What Ifs, then you have Loki, She-Hulk, and it's like, okay, when are we gonna get content?
I heard She-Hulk wasn't as good.
The only thing I know about She-Hulk is that Marvel decided, yes, this twerking scene is absolutely needed.
Yeah, they had Megan Thee Stallion show up in the episode, and then they both just like threw it back for some reason. And it was supposed to be like this whole like girl boss moment, and I was like, that's not. I don't think that's what people associate with girl boss.
Twerking is not girl boss.
If anything, wouldn't that be like making the characters twerk? Wouldn't that just be objectifying them worse?
Yes.
I was like, that's out of touch. Jesus Christ, that's out of touch. That is like painfully out of touch.
Oh, women don't want to be objectified? Okay, we'll put women twerking on the screen. That'll definitely stop them from being objectified. You're objectifying them worse!
I don't know what putting Megan this time was going to fix about that scene, but it didn't save or fix anything in the slightest.
It's like, okay, here, let me put it this way. If you need to bring in people to make something better, like, if you need to bring in, like, a celebrity to make things better, maybe it shouldn't have been made in the first place.
Yeah.
So, like, I know I'm gonna get kind of, like, criticized for this shit. More recently, there was, like, Black Adam, and it had The Rock in it. And it's like, at this point, it's like, The Rock is getting called to so many movies, and it's like, yeah, because he's a good actor and stuff like that, but at the same time, if The Rock was not there, a lot of people would not watch the movie. And it's like, don't watch a movie just because you don't have your favorite actor. Watch the movie to watch a movie. If, like, with, like, again, with the She-Hulk, if you have, like, stupid shit in there, it's stupid. If you throw in a celebrity in there and it's still stupid, you yourself, the writers, are stupid.
You know, correction, if you have stupid shit in there, it's stupid. If you throw in a celebrity, it's stupid shit with a celebrity name on it.
Yeah.
In defense of Black Adam, though, they cast The Rock because he would fit the part of Black Adam, but at the same time,
yeah,
I debate that he shouldn't have been the person they cast as Black Adam because there's so many other people they could have chosen. They could have, like, chosen somebody who is just a really good actor, but wasn't like a celebrity that everyone knows.
Also,
that would have been great.
Also, someone who doesn't have it in his contract to where he can't lose in any film at all.
Yeah, that
failure is a part of a good protagonist.
Yeah. Winning all your fights is fucking stupid.
Sometimes the hero loses.
And it builds the characters so well. Taking away that aspect just ruins them.
Like, if I was in a movie, I would want to die. Like, that'd be such a much more interesting idea to have the main protagonist die by the end of the movie.
Then again, I've seen a lot of movies where it's like they just kill off the main protagonist at the end. And it's like, at that point, that's also getting old. And then also you have this unnecessary, like, romance or sex scenes in there.
Oh
that's also unnecessary. It's like, you don't need to kill off the protagonist, you don't need to have a happy ending, you don't need any of that shit. What they need is something new.
Originality would be nice, but if the writers would, as long as the writers are on strike, we're probably not going to get anything original for a while.
True.
And they should stay on strike because they deserve the pay. They deserve to get paid the amount they deserve to get paid. Like, it's not fair they're getting paid pennies to produce fucking millions of dollars.
The entire industry was built on their backbone. They deserve at least a sizable chunk of it, since they made a sizable chunk of it.
If you give the writers basically nothing, this goes kind of back on the, like, writers stupid because it's actually not just writers stupid. It's mainly the people paying the writers that are stupid. If you pay the writers the wrong amount of money, like if you're underpaying the writers, they have free reign to make it as shitty as possible because you are giving them so little room to work.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I get there's movies that are passion projects, but, like, don't call something a passion project because you didn't pay people enough. That is a really lame and fucking stupid ass excuse to not pay people. Like, oh, it's a passion project. We were all so passionate about the movie. We couldn't afford to pay everybody, but they were so passionate they kept making it. Did you threaten them? Is that maybe why they kept working on it for you?
Mm-hmm.
Is that why? That would entirely make sense, asshole. Like, I feel like if big companies like Marvel be like, oh, it's such a passion project, I'm like, that is so disingenuous coming from a company that's owned by fucking Disney. They could afford to pay everyone the correct amount. They just didn't want to.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. You also have, like, I know this is not a superhero movie, but you have, like, this also includes superhero movies and stuff. Don't ruin what's good. Like,
Yeah.
you have the comic books and stuff, and it's like, yay, that's cool. Kind of stick to those, and it's like, well, you could have some deviations and stuff. Make it good, right?
Yeah.
Like an
And it's
example of deviating
go.
from the...
And then you have some things that completely deviate from, like, the original content, absolutely everything, and then just turn it into shit. Introducing Velma.
Ah!
Oh no, we don't talk about Velma. That's not even that it was so deviated so far that it's terrible. They just straight up made a shit show and tried to call it Velma. Like, that's not Velma.
They loosely slapped the Scooby-Doo IP onto some shitty show with, Mindy Kaling's, like, self-insert as the pro tag.
Mindy Kaling is a problematic person to begin with, though, too.
Honestly.
Also, you don't need to mess with character races in order to just, like, actually have a good show. You don't need to care about the races to have a good show.
I don't care about race changes just as long as they keep the character true to the character.
Yeah. Because it's like,
But if
how do I put it?
If it's done in a tacky way just for the sake of supposed quote-unquote inclusivity, that's when I have a problem on it, because it's just forced at that point. It's forced,
Yeah.
it's poorly done, I don't like it.
And then for, like, I know this is not superhero again, and this is another one of the things I'm working on. With, like, Evercore, you have, like, certain regional areas, and it's like, you obviously have different, like, skin tones and stuff in areas. And then it's like, you also have people that are, like, more afraid to mess with, like certain races and stuff so that they don't get, like, in trouble with everybody. And they still get bashed. With, like, Evercore, primarily, some of the characters are, like, fucking pale as hell, because mainly they're from, like, North Pole kind of shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then you also have, like, robots, shit like that, and it's like, bruh.
See, the thing about inclusivity, it's not necessarily a superhero movie, but it's a fucking Disney movie.
Mhm.
It's one of those fucking Disney remakes. You know when they redid The Little Mermaid and basically no one went to fucking watch it, and the people that did said it wasn't good?
Yeah.
It does that same thing that they did with Lily Singh and having the Late Night with Lily Singh show. We're going to platform this person even if they're not really funny because they're not white. For the inclusivity's sake, we're going to platform them. The only reason why they changed the race of the Little Mermaid was to be woke, and because it's fucking Disney. It's just like, it doesn't need to be woke to be a good movie. People don't really care about inclusivity, they care about their nostalgia. That's why movies like Beauty and the Beast and fucking Cinderella worked when you remade them, because you just remade the movie. You didn't do the whole, oh, we changed their race because inclusivity. That's
Milan
so
didn't work at all, by the way.
What?
Huh?
Milan didn't work at all. Just wanted
No.
to point that one
What did
out.
they do with Mulan?
They literally just
Destroyed
ruined it.
Yeah, they
They made it
absolutely
not.
butchered it.
They made it not cartoon.
And
It was
then
so
They also
unfair.
added like zero music.
They took
Yeah.
away what made it Mulan.
Didn't they also get rid of the dragon?
Yep, Mushu
They got
is gone.
Mushu? Oh my god, that's so stupid!
They replaced it with a fucking bird, dude.
No.
And
Not
the
a
bird's
bird,
on the screen
please.
for less than 3 minutes of screen time. You see the fucking
They
bird,
really
dude.
ruined it. Okay, they took away the fun little dragon. They took away the style of the animation, the artistry behind it, all the hand-drawn frames. And they took away the music that was really well made in the original. They literally just took away what made Mulan Mulan from Mulan.
See, something else they also did was I don't remember. I'm pretty sure it was the person who starred as Mulan, adult Mulan specifically. She supports the Chinese government, and if you aren't political, to put it very simply, the Chinese government is a fucking tyranny. And they were against a bunch of strikes and a bunch of protests that were happening, and were on Twitter talking about how they should stop protesting and just obey. When it's like, I don't think anyone wants to serve under a tyranny, dude. So there was also that, which was like, wow. So not only did this movie fucking fail, you also platform somebody who just isn't a good person. Good job, Disney. In your quest to be woke, you somehow went so absolutely in the opposite fucking direction. It's hilarious. Only big companies that are so out of touch can do that shit. And somehow get away with that.
Yeah, also speaking of Disney, canceling shows.
Salt.
The
Salt
Dark
in my
Crystal Age of
opinion.
fucking Resistance.
I think
Wasn't that
that's
Netflix?
That's Netflix.
It was Netflix,
Same-
but it's owned by Disney. The show itself was owned by Disney.
that explains a lot.
Uh-huh. The Dark
Yeah.
Crystal Age of
Oh, yeah,
Resistance is
you-
a fucking love letter.
You ready for me to list? You ready for me to list 2 really good ones that got canceled by Disney?
Uh-huh. I know one of them is.
Owl House,
Yep.
Tron.
Yeah!
A tear rolls down my face for the second season that could have been. Dude, I've read some of the leaked stuff for the second season. It would have been fucking
We could have
fire.
finally seen Pavel fucking die!
He was gonna die in the opening of few episodes of season 2, and dude, I'm still salty that they canceled that show.
I wanted
They
to
canceled
see-
because it wasn't getting the views and it was costing them too much money. And it was Disney in 2014.
I wanted
they
to
were
see,
running 3
right?
separate fucking TV channels.
I wanted to see either Clue or, I don't know, fucking Dyson just grab Pavel by the head in their bare hands and just de-res him on this fucking spot. I
Punch him in
fucking
the-
hate that guy.
I would say punch him. Actually, you know what? I don't think you can punch him in anything apart from Pavel's chin.
Yeah. The
He's
odds
more
of hitting
chin
his
than
chin
everything
far
else.
surpass the odds of hitting any other parts of the rest of his body. Well, I gotta grab an image of Pavel so Jasper's not clueless.
Drawing right now.
Gotta
I'm
find
drawing
someone.
and listening because I don't really have like a say in a lot of these.
It's fair.
We gotta find a picture of Pavel where it's like someone photoshopped his chin always going to the ground or something.
Someone used to Photoshop his chin to have a correct
That's
proportion, dude.
He's made of chin.
Man's
What?
more chin than man. Actually, that
no.
explains a lot of his character, actually, if he's more chin than man.
He's more chin than spine, that's for sure.
Oh dear God, he looks like a classic shoujo manga BL man.
Yaoi?
No,
BL
just
mean?
BL. Boy love, but it's not yaoi.
I'm confused. But yeah,
I'm honestly
no, we
really
fucking hate
tired
this
of
guy.
companies canceling shows. He's one of those characters I love to hate, though.
Mhm.
Like, I fucking hate his guts, but the guy who played him did such a good fucking job of making him such
The
a
voice acting,
awful
the
character.
writing, and the voice acting, the writing, and the animation for Pavel specifically makes you fucking despise him. But it's masterfully written to make you despise him. He's supposed to be the most hateable, dislikable character, and they nailed it. And yet you have other characters like Beck, who are flawed they're flawed, but they're good people at heart. The writing on this show was unbelievably good. The animation was stylized and sharp, and the voice acting was peak.
Yeah.
I mean,
And the
unfortunately,
action was great.
unfortunately, they couldn't get Clue/Kevin Flynn's actual actor, but they got an impersonator to fucking nail his voice.
Yeah. There was another peak of Tron, which of course would obviously be the peak of Pavel's chin somewhere in the sky.
The other peak of Tron, Pavel's fucking iceberg of a chin. Honestly, it probably wasn't an iceberg that sank the Titanic. It's probably just Pavel's chin.
Y'all, you know, like the lore icebergs for series is? Like the
It's
iceberg?
Pavel's
We
chin.
need to make a chart like that, but it's just Pavel's fucking chin.
Yeah.
The big chin iceberg, but it's just Pavel's chin, followed by Hacker's chin from
Tron.
Cyber Chase. Have you look up a picture of Hacker from Cyber Chase real quick?
All right, gotta look this up.
Trust me, he has a chin that rivals Pavel's because you could grab it like a bicycle handle.
It's a fucking handlebar!
No! Did
Put
he?
it in the chat. Put that in
Didn't
the chat.
he sim for motherboard?
Yes! Dude wanted to go on a date with her and remove her
The only
insides.
person with a chin to rival Pavel.
Dude!
God.
He dressed up like King Tut at one point, so he had like the thing on his chin to represent the like beard dread thing that they used to do, which is actually pretty cool. But it just looked like a fucking handlebar, like a sword. He could sheath his head in a really big sheath.
Wasn't
His
there
head
also
is
like
shaped like a throwing axe.
Wasn't there like a what was his name, like Mr. Chin or something like that from Timmy Turner?
The Crimson Chin.
Oh my
Crimson
God.
Chin.
But anyway, you know, easy fucking target at this point. The Flash movie that came out recently.
Oh, the suit looked awful.
Okay. If they had not done the big plasticky Power Ranger headpiece, I actually wouldn't have minded the costume that much. But because it looks like something from fucking Power Rangers, however, that's not even fair to Power Rangers. Power Rangers look better than that. Their costumes at least looked semi-decent. Bruh. The character, again, to call back to DevK's thing of like deviating from characters, deviation's okay if you don't fucking assassinate the character, the person you're that's your protagonist. Barry's whole thing is he doesn't kill people. One of the final fights of the movie, he straight up just fucking kills someone,
Oh my
and
God.
it's like so casual, like you're not even supposed to realize that he did it. And then it's like, wait, he just killed that guy. That guy is dead.
That's not the
And
Flash.
We're supposed to just be okay with this? Why?
And don't get
You
me
just
started
can't-
on the particular actor that played him.
That's the thing. I'm pretty sure half the budget went to bailing his ass out of jail, because he was in jail.
I'm not surprised they were in jail.
Well, he was in jail for exactly what you think he was in jail for.
Which thing? The liking kids? The
All of
the
the
kidnapping a kid? The
No, straight up all of the above.
Really?
Like
Yeah.
he got charged for all of it.
what, Jess?
What are you talking about anymore?
The
That's
current state of superhero movies, specifically in regards to Ezra Miller.
And the movie The
Who?
Flash he was in.
Long story short, really problematic actor, very self-centered, egocentric, played the Flash, also runs a cult somewhere.
You want to know what the cult worships?
Wasn't it like the womb or something? Something fucked up?
Yes!
Yeah.
It is straight up first of all, one of the weirdest and most, like, disgusting things you could worship. It's like, you're just worshipping a woman's body part? That is kind of fucking gross.
Yeah.
And you basically kidnapped a 15-year-old. Like, not even basically, you straight up kidnapped a 15-year-old.
Outright kidnapped a 15-year-old. I hate them.
I don't know why they bailed him out of jail. Like, okay, I know why they bailed him out of jail. He was contractually obligated to finish the movie. But at that point, why would you bail him out of jail? He was in jail for several charges, and you probably posted
For
up
a valid reason, too.
fucking money for bail.
They were in jail for a valid reason. They should have stayed in there.
They should have just recast him. They fucking recast Batman, and fucking
They
took a shit
recast
on
Batman every other fucking movie, yet they can't decide to let Ezra Miller go.
They recast Batman for the official DCEU universe or whatever. So this is supposed to be like the official Batman of the universe, which I'm like, whatever. I honestly don't like this idea of the whole connected universe thing, because it's so overdone. And this has been a problem that DC has had of like just chasing Marvel's tail over and over again.
And you know what the funny thing is? Actually, really sad thing is? Get this. DC used to be like, for a time, I think they were actually more popular than Marvel, too.
For me, I'm still a DC fan. It just sucks to see them fall so far from where they should be.
Mm-hmm.
They could be doing so much better if they just didn't focus on doing the whole, we're just like Marvel shit. Like, you're not. Do your own fucking thing, dude. Come on.
If they made their content and they made their content, it would be so much better as opposed to them chasing Marvel's tail.
It's sad because they're doing what makes them money and not what people actually want.
Hell, like back I think a couple decades ago, they collaborated with Marvel, their rival company, and they collaborated with them for like crossover comics, and it brought them both publicity, massive publicity.
What's wild is that they started. DC and Marvel started in the same fucking building. Like they were across the hall from each other. And it used to be. It started as a friendly rivalry. Now it's just straight up a company rivalry between Disney and Warner Brothers. And it's fucking sad to see how far companies that make the movies that we watch have absolutely just butchered everything for the sake of money. That's why indie films and stuff are so good and better to watch now. Same thing goes for video games at this point too, though. Like big companies are fucking destroying gaming as a whole at the moment.
There are a few big company made stuff that I'd watch, like Color Out of Space, starring Nick Cage. Gentle with the boob.
I debate that that's not exactly a big company movie because wait, who made it? Actually.
Gotta look it up right now, actually.
Oh my god.
I came back and just kind of took off randomly without announcing it. What topic are we on now?
We're still talking about movies.
Okay.
It doesn't say what big company produced it. 6.2 out of 10? Really?
I was pretty sure it was an indie film. It's because it's Nicolas Cage. Nicolas Cage has a bad reputation of overacting. But at the same time, it's Nicolas Cage. You watch movies because it's Nicolas Cage and he overacts.
Oh my god, I love how...
It's critics. Critics are interesting people.
I love that on the writers page on the IMDb page for the movie, one of them was listed as H.P. Lovecraft. I love that they actually credited Lovecraft, a guy who was long dead, for this movie. It's a nice touch. Yeah, I'm not seeing a Warner Brothers or a Universal or a Disney anywhere on this.
I was pretty sure it was an indie film, actually. So even then...
And it was phenomenal.
It's an indie film, and it was a great indie film.
It was a masterwork of fiction, a loving, actually beautifully constructed recreation and adaptation of some of Lovecraft's most disturbing work. Yeah, maybe a color's not super disturbing. At least not as disturbing as a giant tendrilled mass of random body parts and hooves that's constantly splitting off from itself and spawning and vomiting out children of its own kind. But, you know.
What I'm really excited to get on to about is... Here, let me actually pull it up because I can't remember the exact words.
Was it internet safety?
Internet safety, yeah.
Dude, the amount of fucking scams that have been going in, like, just the
Honestly.
comment sections of YouTube videos, over Instagram, over Discord, fucking Roblox, it's getting really out of hand.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Don't even
As
get
of
me
recent,
started on YouTube Shorts scams.
I was actually about to talk about YouTube, but not exactly what YouTube Shorts.
Mhm.
Sorry, I'm fixing
With
my
YouTube,
desk.
do I?
Sorry, I was fixing my lap desk. But a main thing that I did want to talk about within this topic is COSA, the Kids Online Safety Act, which is actually tried to it's been trying to pass for several years. It is the stupidest bill I have ever heard of.
What is the purpose of the bill?
Here, I can look it up. It was like...
I've seen some really stupid shit try to get passed, and it's like, why would you pass that? That makes no goddamn sense.
Mm-hmm.
Then again, the fucking U.S. government has been, specifically the FBI, has been trying to get people to drop the Patriot Act. Because what the Patriot Act is, like, the freedom of having private information. What not having it would do would let the FBI basically go into, like, your private text messages. Like, let's say, Bones, you and your mother are talking about, like, scheduling something and going somewhere. If the Patriot Act didn't exist, they could just read your conversation. Like, casually just pull it up and read it because they wanted to. They have no reason to, but they want to.
They had no right to revoke that. That is just privacy.
They didn't.
but COSA does talk about that.
So badly.
COSA kind of is trying to focus on parents having the choice to monitor literally everything that their kids do. And it's like, what are you trying to accomplish here? It's literally an invasion of privacy, and, like, it's just shitty because, like, basically, it's a really bad analogy, but the best way I can describe it is the balloon, the China balloon that flew over. Basically but the fucking government over our screens.
No.
People were freaking out so bad. See, the best part is that actually ties into the whole, like, oh, we want to get rid of the Patriot Act thing, because that they're using COSA as a thing, as a way to, like, platform off of it and be like, yeah, it's for the kids, guys, we swear, it's just for the kids. It's not. Shut the fuck up. We know it's not. You just want to invade people's privacy. Even if you're like, oh, it's for the kids, you're just going to use it to monitor everyone. It doesn't matter if they're children or not. You're going to monitor everybody, because that's what you fucking do. People have a right to privacy. That's why the Patriot Act exists. You can't take that away from someone.
You take that away from someone, you're taking away their freedom. And that's kind of... Look, I don't want to sound like some fucking, like...
America man.
over-the-top America person, but, like... Freedom is the concept that this country was kind of supposed to be founded upon. And infringing upon someone's freedom to say what their opinions are in private is directly violating what this country's purpose is.
Also, to take away human rights is another thing.
Mhm.
It's just like, bro, can, like... Land of the free? Not no more.
It also, wasn't the Americas also the ones that had, like, the natives there, and then it's like, here comes...
No, we are on stolen land.
Or some shit, and then it's like, now we're the Americans, even though clearly we were from Europe or whatever the fuck.
We're not
And then
American,
now-
we're European.
Exactly, we're European, and it's like, instead of saying exactly like, oh, we need to destroy this country or whatever the fuck, it's like, stop destroying shit.
Honestly,
Yeah. Like, there was the... Not... It's... Oh, no, what's called the Line 3? The whole, like, Line 3 project to lay a bunch of, like, piping down and stuff. It was gonna... It literally went through a whole bunch of indigenous land that they were
And
just
just
like,
ripped it
screw
apart.
you, we don't care. Don't give a fuck. We're laying our pipeline anyway, because, I don't know, we're America. We don't give a shit. Obviously, considering you're living on a reservation when technically you should be living wherever the fuck you want. because you were quite literally here first.
And then on top of that, would you like to know what makes this even worse? It's like every so often you hear about it's like this reservation gets shorter and shorter and shorter, and it's like you hear about that throughout the entirety of history. And it's like, hi. And then you also have the people where it's like obviously they kind of build inside the fucking reservation, and then it's like when they fight back. Because it's like, hey, you're in this fucking area that you literally gave us, or whatever the fuck.
No, we literally stole from them.
Yeah, it's like, we stole all the land, obviously. And it's like, we restrict them to this, like, one area. And then we still build in that fucking area, and then it's like, well, they fight back, obviously. It's like, you give them this amount of area, and then you fucking intrude upon it. Obviously, they're gonna fucking fight back.
Yeah.
And you know what everyone deems that as? Like, pretty much every single one of the Americans? Or whatever the fuck? You know what they call that? Rebellion.
Yeah, that's
It's not
fucking
rebellion,
bullshit.
it's self-defense.
Something I found that, like, still bothers me on a deep level is one of my coworkers one time said that Hiroshima deserved to be bombed.
God.
Why?
Oh, because it won us the war. I'm like, I'm sorry.
Millions of innocent people died. It's still a tragedy.
His reasoning that they deserved it was because they bombed Pearl Harbor. I'm like, I'm sorry. There's a stark difference between bombing innocent people and someone bombing a fucking military installation on a harbor.
Exactly.
Sure,
no.
they bombed a U.S. military station? Yeah. But you don't fucking go and literally make an entire city uninhabitable. To this day, it is still uninhabitable. I legitimately bothers and disturbs me that he's like, yeah, they fucking deserve that. I'm like, I'm sorry. Millions of people who probably were gonna get up and go to work that day are now a shadow on their own wall. Like, what the fuck?
If there even is a wall left.
Exactly.
They dropped 2 bombs in Japan, and they were about to drop a 3rd.
What's funny is one of my other coworkers tried to give me the theory that it was that they did it by accident. I'm like, I'm sorry.
How do you
US saying they
accidentally-
did it by accident.
Oops, I
is
accidentally
a way of
made an
saving
entire
face.
city made of. I accidentally reduced a whole city and thousands, if not millions, of innocents to ash.
Twice.
Silly me. Twice.
Oops,
Almost
my
thrice,
fingers
because like DevK is right. The 3rd bomb, since they decided that they were not going to bomb the 3rd place, they took the core, deemed the Demon Core, and ran some experiments on it. That's actually the Demon Core, is the decommissioned 3rd bomb.
What's hilariously depressing about that is that the only reason why they didn't fucking drop it is because they surrendered before they dropped it. They were going to
depressing.
if they didn't surrender. And it's like, oh yes, you're gonna accidentally drop a 3rd bomb. I'm sorry. The U.S. saying that they dropped that they did those by accident. The only fucking reason that you'd say some stupid shit like that is because, oh, we're trying not to look like absolute monsters, which you
We
already look like.
Murdered millions of innocents and called it justified.
That's not justice. That's not justified in the slightest. Which isn't all of this was entirely off topic, but that's fine.
It's still.
That's my bad. I'm sorry.
What did you do? What did you do?
I don't think we heard anything.
What did you do?
I don't think I did anything. I'm sorry.
I don't think we heard. I don't think we heard your dad. So you just saying that was my dad's hair? Like, your dad dropped. What? I was so confused. Like, wait, what?
Yeah, guys, my dad's Oppenheimer.
Oh my god.
Yeah, your dad and become Death, the Destroyer of Worlds.
Your dad has
He's best friends with Barbie.
your dad has become Barbie Oppenheimer.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. I'm so sorry.
Also,
Bomb plastic. So fantastic.
Also, apparently there was another or several other Color Out of Space. There were several other Color Out of Space movies. One of them had this, and I saw this image and just thought it was Germa.
That's not Germa.
It isn't. I don't know why. Out of the corner of my eye, I thought that was an image of Germa.
Damn, Germa's budget went up.
I know, right? Germa dosed himself with a new zombie virus.
What What do you mean, new zombie virus? That's just Germa.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong here. This is entirely normal.
It's just
This is
Germa
just-
when he's off stream.
Germa 20 when he does a 24-hour stream.
It's Germa after the 24-hour stream when he can finally take off his
Yeah,
human
this-
skin.
Yeah.
That man is not
Yes.
human. Genuinely.
Watching Germa
there's
play
no way.
Pikmin is like, you're not human. You just killed that man, and we're not sorry about it.
Watching Germa, you can tell he's not human.
Yeah. We are extremely off topic. Jesus.
We are.
Yep.
We are, my bad.
Anyway, back to internet.
What
fuck-
is your
back to
fault?
fucking internet safety.
That was one thing I was going to talk about before we got onto this long chain.
Yeah.
Was like one of the things that YouTube recently did, and this is actually a good change. Surprising.
YouTube's on the up, though. To be fair.
So you know the Minecraft topic page?
Yeah.
You know how it used to be like completely full of like all these monster school things, and then it's like
Oh,
It
yeah,
always-
yeah.
emo sus like images and shit on it.
Not even just sus
Uh,
it just be straight up not okay shit to have your children watching.
Yeah, it's
Mhm.
like you now actually have to fucking scroll for that.
You have to actually try to find it, and that's good.
Yeah,
It's still
Christ,
such
don't
a
promote
shame.
that shit to your children.
It's still such a shame that there's still just random patches of Elsagate that are born on YouTube and then randomly vanish. It's such a
Yeah.
shame that they appear in the first place.
Yeah.
and
I
it's like
feel so bad for the youth of this current generation, or the next, like the tail end of this current generation and the beginnings of the next one.
Yeah.
yeah.
I feel so bad for the next generation. Content is declining in quality and in effort, and the next generation, if Gen Z is this bad, I feel so scared for the next generation.
There
Oh,
again,
next generation's already began going since like 2012, I want to say.
Yeah, no, my little
Yeah.
cousin's in the next generation, and it's Gen Alpha, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
I feel
Gen Alpha,
sorry and
and I'm
scared about them.
I'm gonna guess the next one's Gen Beta.
Oh my god, dude. Hey, another
The next
good
one's Gen
news.
Sigma.
It's very hard to find Andrew Tate shit on YouTube now.
I know, I used to see quotes and clips from him
God.
all the time. Look, I'm gonna be honest, there's only one Andrew Tate quote that I will ever take to heart and ever live by.
It's the one I
Breathe
quoted.
air.
Yeah, that's the one I fucking quote.
Yeah, no, that's the only Andrew Tate quote I will ever see any kind of value in. Is just breathe air. It's true. Like, I already feel good. See?
The only thing he said that I agree with, breathe air.
I mean, try it. Like,
Bro.
No, I don't think
Yeah.
I will.
air. I breathe it and I feel good.
Imagine
I don't
me
need to
and that just like breathe sparkling air. Throw some glitter in the air and then inhale that shit.
Just,
I do not need to breathe.
just like.
That would be exactly how that would go.
Guys, I think Bones just died.
Like, I
I
only
genuinely coughed my
breathe
lungs out.
sparkling air.
It's like the thing I did right before the stream started.
What did you do? I don't remember.
It was like, oh yes, this is a nice sip of air.
Like what Ray did. It's the joke you made based on Ray choking on air. Maybe that's Andrew Tate's agenda for getting people to breathe air. Eventually, if they breathe enough, they'll breathe wrong and fucking die.
To be fair, we should maybe bring up. We've started talking about positives. We should talk about some positive other stuff. Like some of the positives of like AAA gaming lately. Fucking Remnant 2, dude. It came out and it you can play it all the way to the end. If you're actively trying to break the game, then of course you'll break the game. But like if you're just playing to play the game, it plays
Remnant
flawlessly.
2,
There's
from what I'm
no
aware,
bugs.
was actually a
no
pretty good
glitches.
day one launch.
It was. There's like a few patches that they patched like fucking immediately. Like there was one decently major bug. They were like, "Yep, we got it," and that was it. And then people were like, "Oh, cool, great," and then they started playing. It's
The
So
developers,
far,
Gunfire
it has
Games
been-
cares about their stuff.
Yeah. That
Well-
also makes me go back to saying that Devolver Digital is actually a very good publisher. Because they actively care about the games that they take under their wing that they purchase.
Oh, I gotta check something.
Unfortunately, I feel like Gearbox is much more. We made our money. We don't give a fuck.
Yes.
If Hopu had gone over to Devolver, I feel like that they would still be in a lot better hands.
Yeah, I don't
Gearbox-
trust Gearbox
shoddy.
with Hopu. Or Thirsty Brain. Also, game I totally recommend. Ray's gonna kill me for this.
Shut your ass up. Shut ass up now. Do not speak its name. I swear to God.
Hold on.
Don't you fucking say it.
Hold on. I gotta pull something up first.
Don't you fucking say it.
I also
gotta-
have a pretty good game to recommend.
Don't you fucking say it, Bones.
I gotta pull up Black
Don't say
Mimosa.
No. No. Don't you dare. We don't speak of this game.
So there's a
You
really
speak
good
the
game I
name of this
recommend,
game.
and it was also
I'm
developed by
trying to
Gunfire
figure it
Games.
out.
It's called
You'll go back
Chronos
to horny jail.
from the Ashes. Or
I'll
before,
send
Chronos
you
before
right
the Ashes.
back to horny jail.
It's too late. I've already invoked it. It's already begun. Chronos before the Ashes. It's a prequel to Remnant.
And it's not canon, so I already win.
It was made by Gunfire. It's also got mixed reviews
And
on
they
Steam. It also
Don't acknowledge it.
it also literally used the Clawbone / whatever the dragon's name from Remnant.
Sin.
Yeah, it used Singe / Clawbone from Remnant's model and then called it Dreamer, which is a different creature. I'm admitting it. Dreamer is a different entity than Clawbone, but this game for some reason pretends they're the same person.
They're not.
And it's so annoying.
It's not canon. They when they did the 2-hour stream for Remnant 2's like
What the
gameplay announcement and stuff.
fuck is-
They mentioned somebody asked during the stream if Chronos is canon. They said no. Consider that an alternate universe where other things happened, but we are using some inspiration from that. Now that
Yeah, no, the actual proper information behind it as well is that Chronos was a different game beforehand made for VR. But
they reported it.
they ported it from VR to regular PC, and they called it Chronos Before the Ashes as a way to try to rebrand it as a shitty Remnant prequel.
Yeah. I'd argue that's Devolver Digital's like only fucking faux pas is doing that. Otherwise, I haven't seen anything where they've just been straight up, just been like, ah, yes, money.
Oh my god, I just realized why it was... When I click on someone's name, it shows like a letter and then ... That's their username that's censored out because of streamer mode.
Yes.
That's so
I
cool.
don't need unsolicited friend requests. I'd prefer not.
Yeah, there's
Same.
another thing I gotta mention about internet safety.
Go for it.
It's also the reason why I suggested it. This episode number is 34. Oftentimes you will find
Mhm.
like kids and stuff often like talking about Rule 34.
Yeah.
Welcome to Discord.
How the hell are we gonna get people away from there?
That's a classic issue of parents needing to keep a better fucking eye on their little kids.
Don't
And parents
blame
needing to actually parent and not let the internet do it for them.
Yeah, and
But
not
at the
blame
same
the
time,
internet when they don't do their job as a parent.
A lot of parents...
like- Parent, but don't do your job and
parents don't
then
helicopter parent.
don't just have complete unrestricted access to the internet.
Yeah, be a parent, don't be a helicopter parent. That's the most simple way I can describe it, is just be a parent, don't be a helicopter. And if you're a
Also,
helicopter
what-
parent, your kid's gonna just want to revolt more, and they're gonna contact with you. The more strict of a parent you are, the less your kid's gonna want to talk to you when they're a grown up. So if you want your kid to keep in fucking contact with you, be cool. Be actually a good person to your kid. Don't break your kid's electronics when they break your rules.
Yeah,
That's
and then
another
here's another thing as well. You ready for this one?
Mhm.
If you want a kid, treat them with respect.
I wholeheartedly agree.
Otherwise, that kid's just gonna disown you.
They'll eventually just move out and just be like, well, I'm not talking to you anymore because I don't have to.
And then if you didn't want a kid, there is a thing called an adoption center.
Oof. Yeah.
There are a lot of ways you can avoid having a kid.
The adoption center, however, not the best option because a lot of kids are put into the foster system, and the foster system doesn't give a shit what people think.
Foster
Doesn't even give a
system
shit
is terrifying.
about the kids.
Mm-hmm.
The foster system
So
is
is DCFS.
extraordinarily broken. Like, they don't... Why the fuck do they not actually, like, properly vet the people they're gonna place the kid with? That is a kid, and those are fucking adults. And you're gonna be like, yeah, we'll just place this kid. Yeah, their house is fine. Yeah, they got money. Doesn't matter if they're fucking awful people. Yeah, no, he'll be fine. That's not how it works.
Let the kid get to know the people before you go and say, like, oh yes, you're going with them permanently.
Well, I'm saying don't even have to let the kid know the people. Interview the adults. They're fucking adults.
Yeah,
You need to vet the adults, dude.
You also have to have the kid meet the adults as well,
Yeah.
because it's like, at that point, if you're just like, if you have to pay for like the paperwork and stuff like that in order to have like the adoption stuff, but the kid doesn't know like who's adopting them or anything like that, never met them before, that's just what we typically would call human trafficking, but a little
Yeah.
bit more legal.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
I have some sad news. So you guys know Tater Tot, the cat, right?
Not sure.
What?
Had a big old cast on his two front paws.
No, I'm not sure.
Unfortunately, Tater Tot passed away today.
No.
Oh,
That sucks to hear.
Yeah, I'll send a picture of him in chat. Because we all need to look upon his cute face.
No, Goober.
Aw.
Anyway, sorry about that, chat.
oh.
Alright.
Sorry, did I?
State of current YouTube content.
Okay, absolutely fucking awful. I will get so heated about this.
Or have we already talked about it? What have we not talked about?
I think
Even-
we basically hit everything that we wanted to originally.
Alright. Now we devolve. DevK, get the bunk.
The what? The bunk?
DevK, get the bunk.
I'm gonna have to switch devices for that.
Yeah, well...
I draw.
Your voidling doesn't scare me, though.
Huh?
Your voidling doesn't scare me, Bones.
That wasn't the voidling.
It doesn't scare me. Okay, so what do we actually want to do right
That's
now?
a good question.
We've
I mean,
already
we play Cards
actually-
Against Humanity.
We've already essentially got canceled on YouTube the moment people begin watching.
That's fair.
Let's see, what can we do? There's, like I said before, before the stream, there is Pizzuno. Bones, I hear you mentioned Bonk. I'm tempted,
Did.
but at the same time, I'm not sure if everyone else wants to play Bonk, because, I'm pretty sure we talked about this on one of the BoneCasts, that we kind of, started not playing Bonk anymore, because, what was the reason? I know I'm the reason, but it's
You are the
You're
because.
basically so goddamn good. You can't be beat, so it's like, eh. It kind of takes the fun out of it when
It's
there's
like
no
trying
real,
to kill
it's
Achilles.
not a challenge. There's no contest.
No, it's like trying to kill Achilles if
are
he's been
we-
given Kevlar ankle plates.
We're not gonna do Cards Against Humanity, or
We have not decided.
I would suggest Gartic Phone if I actually
I love Gartic Phone. It can be played through Discord now.
That's
Yeah.
fair. No, he has a point.
That brings me up to another thing. There was like a point where Discord activities used to be locked behind Nitro, and this included Gartic Phone.
Yeah.
So-
I hate paywalls.
So here, let me give you a little bit of a concept here. Gartic Phone is free, right? And then you have Discord activity Gartic Phone. Now, if it was, well, obviously Discord Gartic Phone was an activity, still is. And then if you had activities locked behind Nitro, which Nitro is a paywall, by the way, can you imagine how horrible that is? Because here's another thing. With Discord Gartic Phone, there's no single player. So not only are you losing a lot of like potential in gameplay and stuff like that for Gartic Phone, but on top of that, you actually have to pay for it in order to even play it because it was a Discord activity.
Yeah. Well, speaking
And
of, go ahead.
as of recent, the activities are free, but like for that brief time when activities were like behind Nitro, holy shit!
It's cold. Sorry. I don't.
Yes.
Hi.
Apologizing for being cold.
Guys, I'm sorry. I'm cold. Don't cancel me, please.
In the
That's it. I'm
freezer.
opening fucking Twitter.
And then along came.
No, Phones, you can't even use it because you don't have Twitter Blue. They basically locked a bunch of. Okay, so this
Is it
makes
even
me-
Twitter Blue anymore?
It's X Blue, I guess. I don't fucking know.
Ew.
So basically, Elon Musk is fucking destroying Twitter. Like, why the fuck would you want to use Twitter anymore? Because
Did you guys hear about the light up sign?
go ahead.
The what?
The light up sign that Elon decided to put right in front of an apartment building. Anyway,
Oh, the
continue, right?
fucking X sign.
Yeah. I
What?
actually need to be back.
Like,
My bladder's
hang
mad
on.
at me.
Didn't it do like the fucking like flashing lights and shit?
I think so, yeah.
Oh my god.
So what he's doing with Twitter is he's separating parts of it and locking it behind like paywalls. So like one of the features he recently walked back on was you basically couldn't view Twitter without being logged in. Even when you're logged, even now that you can't see it, you can't see replies on tweets and stuff. You can just see the tweet that someone linked you. And even if you are signed in, you can view only a certain amount of tweets and stuff before you need to pay for Twitter Blue to see more.
I give up on Twitter.
Yeah, Twitter's dog shit, dude.
I'm pretty sure Elon's goal is to destroy Twitter. Wasn't that the goal? You know what I mean?
Hmm?
If I recall correctly, Elon's goal was to destroy Twitter.
Is it? Well, he says he's trying to make it profitable again. I'm like, I don't think this is how you do that.
Oh yeah, if I rename it to X and I'm just kind of a dickhead to people on the app that I foolishly bought, I will make me money. Nobody pays
yes.
for Twitter Blue.
Oh yes, guess what they call Twitter videos now? I'll give you a hint.
No! There's no way that's actually fucking true. Elon's just killing his own app by naming it after a porn site! I give up on the internet.
Yeah, a lot of people are also talking about not Twitter, Elon's favorite letter is X. Because you have like SpaceX, and then you have like a Tesla Model X or something like that.
SpaceX, Tesla Model X, X-A12.
And then Twitter now being called X.
He just likes the letter X. Tell you what, he's gonna be an X-billionaire soon enough.
Yeah. Tesla is an example of bad.
True.
You know, before Tesla was like cars and all this other shit, whenever a person thought of a Tesla, what they thought of was like a Tesla coil. Now if you say Tesla, everyone's like, oh, it's your fucking car! And it's like, no. Tesla coil.
Nikola
yeah.
Tesla was a visionary.
Yeah.
You guys have YouTube Premium or whatever?
Actually,
No.
there's a funny story behind
Why?
that. I do have it, yeah.
Have you... Okay, so DevK, have you noticed you can't watch videos in 4K anymore?
I have never been able to watch videos in 4K. I'm not sure what you're talking about.
Okay, so basically, you could have a while ago, you would have been able to watch videos in 4K, but they took that away and put it behind YouTube Premium.
It doesn't affect me as much as you would think it does, because I've never seen a video in 4K.
That's fair. Funny story behind how I got YouTube Premium. I used to be the, I still am, kind of, in a way. I used to be the main person who would play music during all the campaigns, so I'd play all the campaign music, the background music, the fight music. But random ads would interrupt. So, one of our DMs, and also one of our party members, because they were bouncing back and forth, actually just said, fuck it, and then added me to their family plan for YouTube Premium.
Hi, Chad. I'm back.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi. I am thinking of hopping off for the night just because I am a little late for my night routine.
Okay.
Well, how long have we been doing this for, actually?
We have been live.
I could challenge somebody to chat.
I'm very bad at chess.
I am known as the chess grandmaster in Moonlit Sea.
You are. Also, we've been streaming for 2 hours. We all get the same
Jesus.
24 hours a
Actually,
day.
I have a we were on the topic of playing Gartic Phone. Do you guys want to do that?
I previously stated no.
Oh shit, sorry.
I'd be down.
I have never been very good at Gartic Phone. I'm not particularly keen on Gartic Phone.
Alright, we don't gotta.
I suck at Garticon.
I'm bad at it, but that's why I enjoy it.
I think I'd have to switch device to basically do anything apart from Pizzuno.
Yeah. I'd be down for Cards Against Humanity.
But yeah, sure.
Depends on if everyone
I
else
was gonna
is.
say, do you want to end it, Bones? Because then I could take the next couple hours and just edit it into pieces. Well, 2 pieces, since it's just 2 hours.
Oh, and then I can catch phones up on Alho.
True.
True.
Let's see, I actually have your episodes down, and I could actually kind of like state what episodes you're on. So if like people are in the comments telling spoilers and shit like that, we can ban them.
Yeah. Alright.
Okay,
Let me get some right quick.
The last episode you were on, Bones, was Season 1, Episode 11.
Blood!
Blood!
That image of King with the fucking sign that says "Blood will forever be my favorite."
Yeah. Also, you and Ray had the exact same reaction to one of the creatures.
Spider crab.
Spider
Yeah,
crab!
same
Yeah!
reaction. Same reaction.
What? What
Spider
the
crab.
hell is going on?
Spider crab.
Spider crab. Yippee!
It's a spider crab.
Spider crab.
We love spider crab. We love that guy.
Let's see if we could actually find anything about.
I'm out of
spider
protein and now I'm
crab
sad
now.
again.
The only thing I know is if you like to make yourself absolutely fucking spoiled for Owl House, what you could do is go and search in the gifts category Owl House stuff, and then you would be able to ruin yourself completely.
By the
I
way,
have
that's the-
no idea what that is, Bones.
That's the password for both the YouTube and the Twitch account. You're one of the core members. I've been meaning to send it to you, but I've been procrastinating on it.
I don't even know the email.
Bones, when you have it, did you end the stream already?
No.
Oh, you probably should before you start
Oh.
talking about this stuff.
Yeah, we're just straight small talk and average conversation. All right, everyone.
Here, let me just start. Here, let me just start reading out the password. Let's see here.
Oh my
Just kidding.
god, no! Just don't say no!